Looking for great Puerto Rican food in the DMV? That's next, as Selling DC Locals Only visits Qui Qui. I'm JP Montalban. You might know me as a real estate agent, but I'm also a DMV native passionate about sharing the stories of the DMV's local shops and restaurants that make for great neighborhoods for us. Right here on Selling DC Locals Only. I'm here with Jesse Marrero of Qui Qui restaurant here in Shaw. Jesse, thanks so much for having us.
Of course, thanks for allowing us to host you.
Yes, absolutely. Well, we're super excited, and I feel like I'm coming home, right? Because I'm half Puerto Rican, my other half is Cuban, but you know, they fight a little bit, but that's all good, right? And so,
totally fine.
Absolutely, absolutely. So share with us a little bit about the restaurant.
Of course, yeah. As you mentioned, you know, you feel like you're coming home, and that's what we wanted. We wanted an experience for everybody to come to.
Yes.
We made it feel like a home. We have mismatched plates. We have mismatched little tchotchkes because we wanted to feel like grandma's house. And you know, we do most of our recipes are mostly from the women in our families. So our abuelitas, mamitas, you know, all of those women that contribute to everything. Not saying that men aren't, but it's mostly them that have those recipes.
Sure.
And so we really wanted a full experience Puerto Rican restaurant.
So we've got some fantastic food here. It looks beautiful.
Yes.
So where should we start?
You know what? My favorite is gonna be the empanadillas.
Okay, let's do it.
These are filled with ground beef, no olives, drizzled with some mayo ketchup. And I think they're just the most perfect thing in the world.
It's beautiful. So you can really see there, I mean, it's just cutting into it, I can feel that there's that traditional crust, but it's on the lighter side. So I'm not getting that heavy sort of, I don't know, shall we say store-bought, you know, this is fresh, right?
Correct.
Oh, wow. That's special. I mean, the meat there, so this is like a picadillo,
Yes.
right? Essentially, this is a picadillo. So picadillo is a meat. Again, I'm going home here so I can throw some of this vocabulary around. It's a beautiful meat. How is it prepared? It really is sensational.
Yeah, so I mean, we keep it super simple, and I'm not going to tell you the super
yeah,
secret ingredients, but we make our own sazon in-house. We have a Creole seasoning, and that's pretty much how we prepare it. And that's going to be for most of our dishes. Yeah.
I'm having trouble getting over that. So I imagine this is going to be equally amazing.
Equally as amazing. This one will throw some people off though. In Spanish, it's morcilla. It is a type of sausage.
Yes.
But if I translate it into English, it's
I
not
know what it is.
It's not the best translation, but
it is
blood sausage.
Blood sausage, absolutely.
And we make it in house.
Yes.
So it's a mixture of blood and our house-made mixture of sausage plus a little bit of rice, and we serve it with pickled onions. And tostones.
Oh, that's delicious. I mean, it's hard to even describe because you know what's happening is that I'm just having my own personal, Puerto Rican experience here, right?
Yeah.
And so I don't even know. There comes a point where you can't talk.
And and that happens for a lot of diners. And I will check on you, and I'll make sure you're good, and then you give me just a little hand sign, and I'll leave you alone.
That's exactly.
Again, bringing you back home. That's what we want. Right?
Yeah. My grandmother, you know what she used to say? She used to say, it got very quiet because we'd sit down and we'd eat, and all of a sudden, this loud, because us Latinos, we have a little bit of loudness within us, right? Yeah. And so all of a sudden there would be a hush.
Exactly.
Right? When we start eating, there would be a hush over the family, and my grandmother would say, "It must be good."
Yep.
Because people got quiet. So we're here with Chef. Wow. I mean, that's all I got. I mean, I don't have much more to say. I was sharing with Jesse that this is down home cooking, right? And this just brings me back to my grandmother and the family, and enjoying just some fantastic meals. So thank you. And where's it come from?
A lot comes from actually from my grandmother and my mom.
Yeah.
So, you know, they taught me everything I know.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's dear to me because, you know, it's dying breed. Like,
Yes.
a lot of people aren't cooking the way, like, our grandmothers, your moms,
Yes.
etc. So it's like, what we're trying to do is like when you walk in here, that it brings you back home.
When we talk about our Puerto Rican, you know, Puerto Rican side, there's a definitely a distinct set of flavors and memories that really you brought it home. So,
Yeah.
So really appreciate both of you for doing it. All right, Jesse, what do we have here?
All right, so we have our mofongo con camarones. So mofongo with shrimp.
Yes.
Which I talked about earlier, is where we take those green plantains and we fry them lightly, smash them, put them in a beautiful dome, and then we saute these beautiful jumbo shrimp in a tomato-based Creole sauce. And yeah, you are set.
Oh, it looks fantastic. I mean, I almost want to go in here with my hands because it looks so amazingly good. And so let's. Oh, wow. Yeah, you can see here in the shrimp, and so what you've got here is you've got this just beautiful color, right? It's really showing off the garlic, the vegetables, the oil, just wonderful. All right, so another main event.
Another main event.
We're going from main event to main event here.
Exactly.
So lucky me. So what do we have here?
So this is one of our completely signature dishes.
Yes.
We all know all of us Puerto Ricans know what pernil is. Pernil
Yes.
is shredded pork.
Yes.
And we make that year round. But why should meat eaters be the only ones that get to enjoy that? So we actually have our pernil de jaca, and jaca is jackfruit. And so we've created it down with the same seasoning, except it's a completely vegan dish.
Okay.
So we shred the jackfruit for you. Our rice and beans are already vegan. Again, we have the tostones de plátano there.
Yes.
And it has been a major hit ever since we introduced it a couple months ago.
Yeah. Wow. So I'm definitely getting, the consistency that is, again, and we're not looking for something to completely replicate. Right?
Correct,
We're looking for something that's good. But I'm getting a good, healthy heartiness, a good, healthy flavor that comes through. Love the spices. Getting maybe some cumin in there.
A little bit of cumin.
Yeah.
We do our own sazon as well.
Nice, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really, really beautiful. We talked about coming home. Where's the passion for sharing this cuisine? Right? Because we don't see a lot of Puerto Rican cuisine, especially here in
Right.
DC. So where does the passion for presenting it come from?
Right. So it's Chef and I who both present it for you. I mostly do your drinks and all of that stuff. Chef is really who brought most of all the food. Not most. He brought all of the food for you over here. And he just had a passion. He started culinary school about 6 years ago or so, and really wanted to hone in on, having great Puerto Rican food. As you said, there is no more Puerto Rican food in DC anymore. So bringing that back home for others who have moved here was just a passion for both of us.
And remember, if you're looking not only for great food, but great people, a great story, and an experience that really feels like home, visit Qui Qui here in the Shaw neighborhood of Washington, D.C. And remember to like, subscribe, and follow so that we continue to present great restaurants, great stories, and great people like Jesse and Chef who share their passion with us. Like and subscribe. We look forward to seeing you next time here on Selling DC, Locals Only.